Gita chapter wise summary. We are doing the Bhagavad Gita chapter wise summary, and we are on the 15th chapter, that is the summary of entire Bhagavad Gita. So we have to pay more attention because once I get all the concepts, I understand the essence of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So let us prepare ourselves for listening to this knowledge by sitting straight. Head, neck, backbone straight. This I must practice regularly for more time. Keeping the body straight. This is mentioned in most scriptures, in all meditation techniques worldwide, whichever it is. The head, neck, backbone must be straight. And the reason for this is that this is a position where the energy flow is maximum. I have to give a little push at the bottom. When the push is at the bottom, the back becomes straight. In this position, the spine is erect, head is straight, not bending down. And let us take a deep, slow, and most importantly, conscious breath, because most of the time we are not conscious about our breath. We are not conscious about our thoughts. We are not conscious about our behavior. Conscious living. When we take a full breath, our chest expands, our stomach must come out. Exhale slowly. While exhaling, let us think that I am letting go all the past, whatever has happened in my life till now, all the experiences I let go, keeping only the lessons with me. This is important as Guruji is taking tips for happy living. We must only keep the lessons with us, and these lessons must create happiness in us. Not that lessons must create sorrow, misery, frustration, and while sharing with others, we create more problems. So even though the experiences are good or bad, the lessons must create happiness. This is the Mahavakya. Let us let go all future anxieties, worries, present confusions and tensions. Practicing to sit still with spine erect. Practicing to sit with the mind in the present moment is the sadhana we have to do every day. Hold the body and mind in the present moment. A still body, silent mind, clear intellect comes with regular practice. With our self-effort, very, very important. And at the same time, we have to invoke God's and Guru Parampara's grace. Any success, any happiness comes with two things: grace and self-effort. So let us invoke by chanting loudly, clearly understanding the meaning of what we are chanting. Om.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कवित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं तं सचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्।
Hari Om. Thank you, Lata Rajshekar ji. Hari Om to all. So as we are doing chapter-wise summary, we are on very, very important chapter. That is the 15th chapter. And the name of the chapter is Purushottama Yoga. Purush means that supreme state, and Uttama means the highest, best state. And today's session is very important because it is going to take one very interesting topic where Bhagavad Gita starts, and there is a lot of confusion. And Guruji says that, once we can understand God, we can understand Maya, we can understand Avidya, we can understand a lot of things. Even after years of study, even after years of thinking, we do not understand what is my duty. What is my duty as a husband? What is my duty as a wife? What is my duty as a grandmother, grandfather? Who will decide? So now the topic is going to come Very, very interesting, where Arjun also forgot his duty, what is to be done in that situation. And why do we forget the duty? Because last time we saw one of the reason is attachment. So 15th chapter, Bhagwan directly started without any question. And the first topic what Bhagwan has taken is the nature of the world. So before we discuss about God and any other thing, first of all, we must ask ourselves, have I understood the nature of the world? And Bhagwan says that one who understand this nature, he is Vedavita. So, urdhva mula adashakam ashwatham prahurvavam chandansi yasya parnani yastam vedasa vedavita. One who is wise is the person who knows the nature of the world, because nature of the world is in front of you. Don't have to believe some holy text and this, that. God itself, there are a lot of confusions and discussion, but at least world is there in front of us. About the world, there must be clarity, and the person who understands the nature of the world knows how to deal with the world and create happiness and success. That is step number one. So very, very important topic, where Bhagwan has not started this particular chapter with God. Who is God? Bhagwan said, first of all, you know the world because you got five senses. You can see it. You can experience it here and now. Pratyaksha pramana. So what all things Bhagwan has told about this world? Very interestingly, he is very wise and intelligent, Bhagwan. So he has taken one symbolism of inverted tree. Ashwatha tree, which is inverted. One who knows this tree is intelligent. So what are the very important lessons we have learned till now in the last two sessions? Jagata means Jayate Gacchati, means world is changing. Number one, I have to remind as a Mahavakya every day. Jagan Mithya Brahma Satya. Second, Jagat is illusory. Now, how do you say illusory? Bhagavan has said, Na rupa masyahe masyate masye tathopalabhyate. You will not find this rupa. Nanto na chadir nachasam pradishta. It has neither beginning, neither end, neither any substratum. It is like a long dream. It is temporary. So when we deal with world, one thing I must remember is that if I do not want to be frustrated, irritated, sorrowful, sad, bitter, that then I must only remember that anyhow this world is changing, my thoughts are changing, my emotions are changing, relationships are changing, financial status is changing, relationship status changes. First single, then married, then single, then all going on. So if Bhagavan says, if a person doesn't know the nature of the world, then the person will suffer in this world, because just going to watch a cricket match without knowing the rules of the cricket. Just imagine you are going to just watch football match. You don't know what is football. Like that person went to football match. One person went from one village watching a football match. After some time, he got so frustrated. He was rich saukar. He got so frustrated, so irritated watching that particular game. He went out of the stadium and got 22 footballs. What a tragedy. One ball they are fighting and playing. One ball. Take these 22 balls and play. One ball. Then one person went to see cricket also. Got so much irritated, frustrated. What is this game? That one batsman comes to play and there are 11 people who want to kill him. Take him out. The person doesn't understand the rules of the game. Very important statement as a Mahavakya we must write down. If I do not understand the rules of the game, I cannot enjoy and watch the game. Similarly, if I do not understand the rules of living life, then life will be boring. Those people who are extremely bored, they people do not know how to live. They do not know the rules only. And what is my sansara? My sansara is not destination. Samsara is a journey. Marriage, job, business is not destination. It is a journey, and this journey is there for us to live, to learn. It is, and what I get from this journey, I definitely get some happiness, but that is reflected temporary happiness. Again and again, I cannot gain same happiness from a same person. I cannot get same degree of happiness from the same object. I cannot get the same happiness and the same degree from same situation, circumstance, and event. Suppose I record this, and my expectation changes. Otherwise, if I go to 100 times to Switzerland, my happiness is not going to increase. First time the happiness what I got from Switzerland, from meeting a person, I love this person, then the happiness after 20 years changes. The 10th gulab jam gives nausea. Similarly, people also give nausea, situations also give nausea. No, no, I don't want to go to that place. I've gone thrice, I've gone twice, I've got once only. Once only I've gone to this place, second time I want to go to new place. So what are the learnings? Very, very important. Bhagavan says not to possess anything. Do not hold anything. And now Bhagavad Gita, why this is a summary of entire Vedanta Upanishads, because Bhagavad Gita is Upanishad Su. Upanishad Su means Bhagavad Gita is actually the summary essence of Upanishad based on Upanishad. There is nothing in Bhagavad Gita which is not there in Upanishad. So in Ishavasya Upanishad also this thing comes. Those who have learned Ishavasya Upanishad, Ishavasya Midagam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita Ma Brudak Kasya Sviddanam. Do not hold anything because everything belongs to God. First verse of Ishavasya. Do not try to hold on to anything. Do not say this is mine, because Bhagavan says the moment you say mine, then there will be problem. Because it belongs to me. How can you say it is mine just because you are leaving it and holding it for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years? You say it is mine. No, no, this railway seat is mine, but that is only your only till that ticket is there with you. Tomorrow that railway ticket will be somebody else's. Yesterday that railway seat was somebody else's. Tomorrow this house will be somebody else's. Tomorrow this earth will go. The new earth will come. How can we say it is mine? The moment we understand this, Bhagavan says this is a Gita chapter summary, this 15th chapter. Why? Because these are the main points of entire Vedanta. Do not hold anything. Let go things smilingly because we have received it smilingly. Thank you when it comes. Thank you when it goes. And very important practice for us. Let us learn to be guest on this planet. Let us not be host. We are guest for some time, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years, and let go. All relationships are going to go. All possessions are going to go. All what we hold on, things are going to go. And Bhagavan says, if you are not learning, then I have death. Yamraj will come and take away, and then everything is gone. So before the world kicks us out, we must kick the world out from our mind, Gurudev says. So what are the learnings Bhagavan is saying? Why Bhagavan has started with this particular topic, Jagata? Do not possess anything. Enjoy. Be a user. Do not be a owner. Suppose, favorite example, suppose your maid servant is coming in your house. For some people say, my maid servant is coming for 20 years. 20 years she or he is with me. If that maid servant says after coming to your house today that that house is mine only, because I only clean, I only maintain, I only cook, I only do everything. This house is mine. What will you do? Kick her out. Bhagavan also says that if you say any time that this is mine, then I will come after you. So very important learning. This is a practice. What is a practice? Practice mantra. This I must write down and by heart. This is what Bhagavan wants us to learn from Urdhva, from this Ashwatha tree. Accept and enjoy the change and seek the changeless from deep within. This I must write down and by heart and remember while living the day, because while going through day-to-day activities, I do not want to let go one small vessel also. No, I don't want to let go of this dress, this vessel, this, because then practice, it has to be practiced. No, I am a Dani. But then how will I practice and know it? So accept and enjoy the change. Not that I must become sad and I don't know how to enjoy. Bhagavan says, I have given such beautiful world for you. 84 lakhs yonis have given for you to enjoy. When you go for a movie, enjoy. Have eat popcorn, eat samosa, watch the movie, enjoy. Whether it is a tragedy movie, comedy movie, see the acting, see the lighting, see the direction, see the production, see the camera, how the pictures are moving. Enjoy and come out. But deep within, seek the changeless. Deep within, I must clearly know that what is unchanging in the movie is the screen. The screen is Atma. Shift the attention from Ashwatha Moolam. So shift the attention from Ashwatham Samsar to the Moolam. Moolam is God, because that's the reason the roots are above and the tree is down. That is why this tree is inverted tree. The symbolism taken is inverted tree. Action creates attachment. Karmanubandhini manushya loke. Bhagavan says, why one suffers in this world? Because of attachment. And attachment is created by action, and action is a product of ignorance. So ignorance creates actions, and this action creates attachment, and this attachment creates sorrow, fear, delusion. Doing anything, getting into relationship, marriage, job, business, no problem. Problem is attachment. Like that Swami Premananda Maharaj says, भोग में आसक्ति जहर है, ज्ञान में अहंकार जहर है, और परिवार में, in the family, ममता जहर है. And that is where when the moment Arjun says, my teacher I can see, my cousins I can see, my guru I can see, my grandfather I can see, how can I fight? Attachment starts and the confusion starts, sorrow starts, fear starts, delusion starts. So karmanubandhini manushya loke. So I must be very careful while doing action before getting into anything. I must know this. If I do not know this knowledge and get into this samsara, it is going to bind us. So if I want to be happy, Guruji says, I have to seriously think. Think seriously and sincerely in depth if I really want to be happy, because I must know the nature. And the nature of the world is temporary. The nature of the world is changing. The nature of the world is momentary. If I cannot remember this, then I must remember one very interesting point. So those who are writing notes while listening, they must write down. It is called as ice cream Vedanta. Ice cream. I think most people like ice cream. Most people. Those who don't eat ice cream, they are not eating because they have a challenge with throat, cold, or they cannot handle. But given a chance, if doctor says, no problem, nothing will happen, I am there, or nothing is going to happen to you, God says, we will eat ice cream. Ice cream all of us like. Now, ice cream Vedanta is very interesting, which is, why do we enjoy ice cream? Because those who really enjoy ice cream, they must first of all know the nature of ice cream. Number one, all of us know that ice cream is temporary. It melts down. I cannot take the ice cream out and keep holding it, and do not put in my mouth, because the ice cream will go away. And that's the reason some people just wait. I want to do this. I want to tell this. I want to do this, and wait. Gone. It melts. Life is going to melt. It is going away. So number one, the moment a person takes the ice cream, the person doesn't wait for whole day, 1 hour. Just last week we took ice cream, 80 ice creams and took to, Acharya College. The shopkeeper told me, sir, within 15-20 minutes you should reach the college. Otherwise this is going to go. So suppose I want to enjoy, I must know that I must know how to enjoy and I must do it. Otherwise, the day is gone, time is gone. Number one point, very important point. It is Vedanta, highest Vedanta. So the moment I know ice cream is temporary, I will eat at right time. Second, when the ice cream is at a particular temperature and our body temperature is 30, 31, 32. So when the ice cream comes and touches my tongue, very important point to note, that time there is a freezing moment. In that moment, microsecond moment, there is no past, there is no future, and my eyes gets closed, and that moment, there is a frozen moment, and that frozen moment is the moment in the present tense. The mind comes in the present moment. So very important point. What is the conclusion? Ice cream Vedanta is that a person who knows that world is temporary, and a person who can keep the mind in the present moment can only enjoy the world. Otherwise, world is boring, world is dangerous, world is repetitive. Whatever people say, what is your definition of world? You should ask people. What is life for you? Then people say, life is good, but then there is a half an hour story. So, but this tree, Bhagavan says, whatever I have created, this world, Ashwatha Moolam, this needs to be cut. This tree needs to be cut by Asanga. Ashwatthamenam suvirudham moolam asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So this tree needs to be cut by non-attachment. So now that is where we stopped the last time, that how to cut this tree. But before we cut this tree and create this asanga, we must first of all must know what is sanga, how the attachment happens. So now we come to the topic which is very, very important, because this is the main thing which is there mentioned in many times in Bhagavad Gita. In most of the scriptures, people say that this I need to overcome. The moment I feel that I am suffering, I am irritated, I am frustrated, I am bored, I am sad, I am angry, there will be a cause, and that cause will be attachment. World is not giving us trouble. Attachment in my mind is giving the trouble. The moment a seeker understands this, the person doesn't blame the world. The person says, I will have to work on my attachment. And Bhagavan says, enjoy the world. And who can enjoy? Who knows ice cream Vedanta. One who doesn't know ice cream Vedanta, one who doesn't know Urdhva, inverted tree symbolism, cannot enjoy this world. So what is attachment? Attachment means sanga. It is another word for attachment is called as asakti. This asakti word comes, sanga word comes in our scriptures many times. Guruji gives a joke. जो आ सकती है वो जा भी सकती है. आ सकती है, अटैचमेंट आ सकती है, वो जा भी सकती है. I must know how to let go. So now very important point. What is the definition of attachment? Simple definition, because simple things are obvious. Most difficult to catch are simple obvious things. Two factors, I plus I want is equal to attachment. So now this I have to understand very clearly. This is Gurudev's definition, I plus I want. And this I want is a psychological dependency, not functional dependency. So suppose I say, I am happy. Now suppose you ask that person, okay, I will take your house away. No, without house, I will be unhappy. So my attachment is with house. Psychological dependence. No, then the person, no, I cannot stay anywhere. I cannot stay in ashram. One person went to one Mahatma and told, I am really suffering. Nobody is listening to me. My family, this, that, job problem, this problem. The Mahatma said, okay, you stay in the ashram here. Your job is not there. Family is not there. Your business is not there. Your mother-in-law, father-in-law, children, husband, wife, nobody is there. All the problems are gone. You stay in the ashram. One day the ladies said, second day they started coming out with some other problems in the ashram. This is not proper, this is not proper, this is not proper. So psychological dependency I have to understand. I plus my family, I plus gulab jam, I plus mobile phone, I plus job, I plus money, I plus appreciation, I plus something in that bracket, whatever I write. Suppose there is a psychological dependency on that. I am actually telling that without it, my happiness is not there. And why this is important according to us? Because Bhagavan is going to say further, the thing which has no beginning, no end, no substratum doesn't have happiness also. So you are seeking happiness at wrong place. Why this happens? Psychological dependency. The homework here, exercise here, practice here is that I must write down in my book, I plus I want, that I want things will change as per age, as per this thing. I plus I want. That is my psychological dependence, which is destroying my happiness. Functional dependence has to be there. Why this happens? Three superimpositions I do on people, object, and situations. I superimpose these three things. These are all technical things mentioned in our Upanishads. What is those three things? First of all, Satya Buddhi. This world is real. Bhagavan is saying, no, it is not real. It is like dream, illusory. And the world exists in your thought. When the thought changes, world changes. So the second illusion is, second superimposition is that world is having the capacity to give happiness. And the third, world is beautiful. Shobhana adhyasa, sukha adhyasa, satya adhyasa, satta adhyasa. World is real. World means situation, object, person. That I must remember. Situation, object, person. No object, no situation has the capacity to make me happy. Only I can make myself happy, because happiness is located in me, because my nature is happiness. No, how can you say world is not beautiful? Because according to me, this person is beautiful. Other person say, I don't find any beauty in this person. I hate this person. Two people get married, they love each other, then they hate each other, they get divorced. They fall in love with another person loves them. The same person, somebody finds love, somebody finds hatred. Somebody loves and finds so much of beauty in green color. No, I don't like green color at all. Somebody says this fish, poplet fish, surmai, is so beautiful, you should taste it sometime. And some people sitting here today in this listener Sunday morning while Bhagavad Gita class, don't say surmai, poplet, fish. Some people find cigarette very, very beautiful. Some people say, I like Matheran. Matheran is bad, worst. No, I like America. Some people say America, I don't like only. So beauty is not in the world, situation, object, person. It is in my drushti, not in the drushya. And that's the reason it is called as a adhyasa. In Adhyasa Bhashya, Shankaracharya details in this, how we superimpose things on other people. No, you are a very good person. I have superimposed goodness on other person. You are a very bad person. I have superimposed badness on other person. I am only super. You are a very intelligent person. The person says, I am not intelligent. So I have superimposed intelligence on other person. You are a very cunning person. I have superimposed cunningness on other person. This I must ponder over deeply and meditate, that how much superimposition we do on others. Judgments is one of the perception, reality, we lose the whole difference between this, because we constantly superimpose. So there are three types of attachment. Now we are discussing attachment in detail. Three types of attachment, two outer, one inner. So first of all, what is attachment? Asanga, asakti. What is the definition of attachment? I plus I want. Psychological dependency, where I feel without this person, without this object, without this situation, I will be unhappy. Bhagavan says that psychological dependency you destroy. Asanga sastirana. And then if you develop one psychological dependency, that Bhagavan, you are happiness and I want you only, then this psychological dependency will go away. Why this attachment happens? Because of three superimpositions. That something is beautiful, something is real. Something is real means it is never going to destroy, it is going to be permanent. And that particular person, object, situation has the capacity to make me happy or sorrowful. So, very important point. The world doesn't have capacity to make us happy. World doesn't have capacity to make us sorrowful. So, from today, one resolution we must take, those who are listening today. One resolve is that an intelligent seeker, wise person, Vedavit, is a person, first of all, drops this idea from the mind that world is responsible for my suffering, problem, sadness, anger, sorrow, frustration, irritation, etc., anger, etc., etc. World is not responsible. My contact with the world is responsible. My superimposition on the world is responsible. This is where one of the Upanishads, which we are going to start from tomorrow, starts from this point. And that Upanishad is called as Amruta Bindu Upanishad. Very beautiful, small one, 20 verses. So I am just inviting all of you, those who are here, to attend. And also my invitation to you is that after this class, I will send you the flyer and the online. Please send it to in your groups and see that what is there in this mind, how it works, what are the types of the mind. Bhagavan has given clearly. Upanishad starts with the mind, and a very beautiful meditation of the mind is given. Very, very powerful. And how to create happiness from within. Amruta Bindu Upanishad, only 45 minutes, 7 to 7:45 every Monday. Small Upanishad, only 20-22 verses. Very beautiful because very simple. Directly comes to our mind only and attacks our challenge, problems in life. So what are the three types of attachment? Outer attachment, mindness, number one. My objects, my situation, my house, my relationships, my problems. Some people are attached to their problems only. How do you know? Because whole day from morning to evening they talk about my problems. I have a body problem. Then the body problem goes and they have a relationship problem, then financial problem, then house problem. If that is not there, then it's a social problem. There is a problem in the building. If that also they do not find, I am very sad. Why I am sad? I don't know what is happening in Iraq and Iran. Iran and Israel, and there is so much of war. What is your problem? No, I feel bad. Why? Go there and fight, go there and support. No, 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 I don't know what to do, but I feel bad. And then that is also not there, then Daivik problems. No, no, I don't know why God created this world with suffering. What is your problem? That is God's problem. You handle your creations. So all the time I'm talking about some object, some situations, and some of that attachment is there. The second number is myness. This is so. Suppose I observe what I talk, especially a person above 50 or 55, 60 year of age. Above 50, most of the conversations are related to body. Either my knee is paining, either my stomach upset, or headache, or body ache, or this problem, that problem. Whole day I talk about this problem, that problem at the body. I am tired, no body. I am this, no. Earlier I used to do run. Now, I used to play in college. But now I cannot run, I cannot walk, I cannot sit on the toilet down. So all the time I'm talking about body only. Gurudev says, shh, don't talk about the body. You are giving reality to that problem. The body is listening. Whole day I'm bodily either eating or discussing about problems. Second, some people are having attachment towards their opinions. I know in the groups also, chat groups, if my opinion is not matching with your opinion in terms of, suppose I support BJP, you support Congress, people leave the group. But that's only an opinion. No, no, my opinion is the best opinion and right opinion. My emotions, another problem. Either I'm talking about my body or my opinions or my emotions. I felt bad, I felt hurt, I felt good, I felt happy, I felt frustrated. There I went, I was really upset. Who is interested in your emotion? Handle your emotions. If you are getting upset by so many situations, upset, that is your problem, not other world, not the world's problem. And then my knowledge, I am well studied. I've read all Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, this, that. Now, I am very knowledgeable. Who is interested in your knowledge? If you can share the knowledge, then the knowledge is useful. Otherwise, who is interested? No, no. Some people think after living for 30, 40, 50 years, getting married, having two children, having grandchildren, I am very wise and knowledgeable person. It is a myth. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi says that for a realized person, knowledge and ignorance, they belong to mind and intellect and chitta, and they are all false, inert. It has no value. Achievements, fame, very, very important. Whole day I am talking about my body, my opinion, and my wisdom, my knowledge, my opinions, my life, how I spent life, how I'm a self-made person, how I was born, I had nothing, then I got married, then how I was taught, then I had two children, then this is how I created, small thing, how I used to cook, and then I became old and I am handling children, but children are not listening to me, then grandchildren also are not listening to me, my time, this time, who is interested? Minus. Now we come to deeper one. Inner attachment. Now this goes by Jnana Yoga. I notion. I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. How many times we say I did this, I did. So at least one day I must practice that I will not utter I. I will discover what is that I. Who is this I? Whom I am talking about, God is saying is that jahan Hari hai, main nahi, main hai, Hari nahi. Why you are talking about main, Bakri? Discover that I, explore that I. The moment I go in search of that I, the I will disappear. I will disappear like Mani Mama. So instead of discussing about I, sometimes I must think, okay, who is this I? Who am I? Let me discover. Let me sit back, relax, close my eyes and say, okay, whole day, whole life I have been talking I, my. Let me discover who is this I, what is the root problem. So Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta doesn't remove doubts, remove the doubter only. Doesn't remove sorrows, problems, resolve, doesn't solve the problems. They dissolve the problem creator only. Like one person went to a doctor and told, doctor, wherever I touch with this finger, that part is aching. This is so here, whole doctor was confused. He was not able to solve the problem. Wherever you touch, there it is pain. He says, I am not able to figure out. You come tomorrow. So again, that person went tomorrow. Wherever there is nothing in your body. There was a compounder in his clinic. He was very intelligent. He told doctor his body is not having any problem. His finger has a pus. Wherever that finger is touching, that is paining, not his body. In the same way, people who share problems, this problem, that problem, that problem, this problem, we must understand there are no problems for that person. That person is a problem. That person is a problem. So I should ask myself that should I share problems with other people, then I am the problem. Two results of these attachments. Sangha, whenever I get whatever I want, there is happiness. When there is asanga, disconnect from whatever I want this laddu. If I don't get, disappointment, anger, sadness. If I get, happiness. So two results. Main cause of attachment, ignorance of my real nature of bliss, that I am searching happiness. Whole life I am in seeking happiness, which is my nature only. I am happiness. So now this slide I must take a photograph and keep, because this is the entire essence of attachment. This is the entire essence of sorrow, anger, hatred, or suppose I want to be happy. So what all things we have covered as is a summary. What is attachment definition? Two factors, then How this attachment happens? By three superimpositions. What are the three attachments? Two outer and one inner. What is the result of this attachment if I don't overcome it? And what is the main cause? And now we are going to see how to overcome it. Main cause of this attachment is ignorance about my own self. That is what all scriptures talk about. Who am I? So how to cut this attachment? Now the topic comes. Cut the attachment. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. I must have that axe. And I must have that determination that yes, I've got one life, beautiful life. I do not want to be sorrowful, sad, confused, fearful. I want to enjoy this world. I want to find out the source of my own happiness. So with acts of knowledge, which will lead to detachment. So what is the axe? Asanga shastrena. The shastra is knowledge. And that's the reason we have to come to Bhagavad Gita. Somebody asks us, why do you listen to Bhagavad Gita Sunday morning? Because I want to discover my own source of happiness and I want to cut all the sources of my sorrow, anger, hatred, sadness. I want to cut off. So what is the axe? Knowledge. This knowledge leads to detachment. How can you say knowledge leads to detachment? Give us some proof. So what is the proof? Stories. Stories are the proof. So we know there was a person feeling very thirsty, 45 degrees outside. He was the owner of a chemical factory and his mother, father also were directors. So one day from outside he came. He was feeling very thirsty because very hot. He was working in some laboratory where there was no AC. And he told, he came to his factory, came in his office, sat there, and he told, I want a juice. So he ordered his favorite strawberry juice. Strawberry juice came, and the moment he was about to drink, his mother, who was a director there, mother, father, she came. She told, don't drink that juice. We were experimenting. That juice has potassium cyanide. So now the knowledge of potassium cyanide came. We have to understand the example. Mother told, mother cannot tell something what is life for the child. Even the best juice. So he was thinking, shall I drink this juice or no? Definitely the person would have no thought. No, my mother is selling potassium cyanide. She is working in chemical laboratory. She is a director of a chemical company. And this beautiful juice, he just dropped away that in the basin. So this knowledge came, which his mother told, who loves her, who is interested in him, who is taking care of him, who is compassionate, that there is poison in this juice, do not drink it. So this knowledge came, and knowledge create detachment towards the juice. Similarly, Bhagavan is telling, who is compassionate, Karuna Sagara, that my dear child, there is no happiness in this world which I only have created. This world is created by me, but I am telling you, this world is a poison. Initially, it will look very beautiful like strawberry juice. But then you know that strawberry juice, when you drink, you will become attached. It will create death and again birth and rebirth. So knowledge happened. Second story, very important one. In olden days, there was a king, queen in Kashi. They had a child. When the child became 20-year-old, one day the king and queen saw that the child is becoming sad and sad and sad and sad. He was not eating, he was not going outside. Such a young, handsome boy, he was be crowned. Then the father, mother asked, what happened? He told, I want to marry somebody, but I don't know how. Oh, that's the reason you are sad. Oh, no, it is very easy. Just tell. He was not telling who is that girl. So the mother, father told their mantri, prime minister, you find out. So the Prime Minister also asked him, who is that girl you tell us? We will just go and get her. We are king here. We are very well known. He was not telling. So Prime Minister, okay, I will do one thing. He kept some CIDs, was watching him, and then he found that every day, evening, late evening, he used to go in the go down. Down there was small room, private room. He used to go there, and after coming out, he used to become sad. So then the Prime Minister one day followed him, and then he started looking at one photograph, and there was a very small girl, 5 year old, very beautiful photograph was there. And when the Prime Minister went there, the young boy saw. He told, I want to marry this girl, but I don't know where she is, so I cannot tell you where she is. You have been asking where she is. And the Prime Minister started laughing. He went and told the king and queen what is the story. So next day, the boy was called. And the king and queen told him that that 5 year old girl whose photograph is in our own, museum down, there is a nice museum, old museum. That particular girl who is so beautiful, now she would have become 20-year-old at your assumption. That girl is you only. Because when you're 5 year old, one painter came and we told him that we have no girl. So he painted, we dressed you as a girl, and then this is your photograph. Oh, this is my photograph. This is me only. So when we realize Aham Brahmasmi, that world is me only, all fear, sorrow, delusion goes. So this knowledge happened to him. No action, very important. Om Brahmavit apnoti param. The knower of Brahmans attains supreme. Knowledge is very important. By knowledge, I have to cut, not by action. So now, Adi Shankaracharya has given 2 tips in his bhashya on this, how to cut this attachment. So 2 steps. Again and again, sharpen the buddhi on the stone of Vivek and Vairagya. Anytime I am feeling bored, frustrated, irritated, I must sharpen my buddhi that no, my attachment needs to be sharpened. Earlier days there used to be blade. My father had, and this blade had 2 sides. And if you remember, those who have seen, there used to be a glass kind of thing which was semicircle, and you have to do like this, like this, like this, like this, and it used to get sharpened. Now also, if you go outside the knife, you have to go, and then the machine is there, and then knife will be sharpened. So every day my buddhi should be sharpened. Every day I must think about this knowledge. Every day I must do some japa to make the mind sharp, subtle, and silent. Again and again turn attention towards the moolam. So Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya has given 2 tips in his bhashya. Shankar Bhashya on Bhagavad Gita. Every day I must remember. That's the reason in Islam, 5 times namaz loudly on the loudspeaker to remember. In our Shastra, 3 times Sandhya Vandanam. Morning, afternoon, evening, you again light the lamp, again night before go to sleep. Gurudev says 24/7 I must remember these 2 things. Sharpen the buddhi by study, swadhyaya, by seva, Vivek Vairagya, and all the time remember what is my goal. What is my goal? Enjoying, accepting, and enjoying the change and seeking the changeless. First, remove I want by Vivek, right understanding. But what is right understanding? This is what we are going to discuss now. I don't think today we'll have time, but those who are there today, I would invite next Sunday, 1000%, because we are going to take a very important topic called as how to think. What is right understanding? What is my duty? What is my role? And remove the I-ness by Vairagya. I want by right understanding, and I-ness by Vairagya. Dispassion created by right understanding. What is dispassion? No psychological dependence. We saw I plus I want on Jagata because it does not have capacity to make us happy or sorrowful. Functionally, I have to deal with people. Functionally, I have to eat food. Functionally, everything I have to do. But psychological anchor must be God. Psychological anchor must be Shastra. Psychological anchor must be Guru. There must be anchor to the mind. If my anchor is my family, if my anchor is my job, if my anchor is my business, if my anchor is me only, there is a problem. Anchor must be God, Guru, scriptures. Functionally, then I can enjoy and deal and create success and happiness. Cut outer. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Cut this tree. How to do with outer? Be selfless service. Give dana. Understanding the inverted tree that this is temporary. And inner, by developing Sangha with God. Moolam. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. How? Urdhva Mula Adashakam. So I must have my focus on the God, on that He is the creator, He is the destroyer, He is the maintainer. And I do my activities as instrument. Withdraw attention from BMI and the world and turn towards the root Moolam. That is what Bhagwan wants in the first two verses. The moment I lose my attention, on the trucks it is written behind, very, very interesting sayings are written. Nazar hati, durgatna ghati. The moment I lose the vision of why am I doing this and just get involved in the process will overwhelm me. Drop, drop four things. DROP, dependency. Only depend on God. Regret, but I don't believe in God only. That we will discuss later when God topics are. But do not depend on for happiness. Enjoy, but do not depend on for your happiness on something outside. Regret. Whatever has happened in the past, no regret. Very, very important. If I want to study scriptures, if I want to grow, otherwise this regret actually kills us. Arjuna was so much concerned about killing so many people and having regret later on. We had a discussion in the first chapter. Obsession for what I don't have. Possession for what I have. Why this is important? Because when I have this obsession, possession, it will give dukkha. Tyaga gives sukha. So perform actions and duties for its own sake because it needs to be done. And after every action, there must be peace. Before every action, there must be love. And after the action is complete, there must be acceptance of the result. And this will create chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata. Our goal of doing job, family, business, and morning to evening action after action, action after is not to create tiredness. But this action must create peace and concentration. And practice this wow philosophy. What is this wow philosophy? And how to develop this right understanding. Very, very important topics. This we will take it in the next class. At the same time, I'll remind tomorrow we are going to start Amrita Bindu Upanishad 7 to 7:45. Today I will send you the flyer and the link. Please, at least if you are not going to attend, at least send to few who are interested. Very small, very simple, very beautiful Upanishad, and everybody can attend it. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.